Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new episode of American Truck Simulator. Today we're out in Montana. Going to be driving this beautiful Volvo VNL 660 truck. And I gotta say, it's a very nice change from the other Volvos that we get, like the VNL 780, 730, 300. That comes standard with the game, because it looks different, and it just looks super nice, and it looks different, and it's nice to have like an older Volvo truck in the game. So, yeah, that's what we're rolling with today. Like I said, we're currently out in Montana in Billings, and we are going to be taking a load that is actually right in front of us over there, that little reservoir tank. Let's go ahead and start up the truck here. So let's go ahead and start up the truck here. Very nice sounding truck. Very nice sounding truck indeed. Got a 600 horsepower Cummins ISX 15 engine. And we have a 13-speed Eaton transmission today. Here's a look at the interior. Very nice looking. Different as well. It's super different than what we're normally used to with an interior. Got a nice little dash cam up there. The weird thing though is that you guys see the information display, or the computer is like right there behind the steering wheel, and I thought that was like such an awkward spot for it. But let's go ahead and remove our parking brake, which, as you guys can see there, the parking brake is just that weird little lever over there. It's not a button like on the other trucks that we can use. It is just a like weird little lever. So let's go ahead and hook up onto our trailer here. But yeah, it's very nice. It's different too. What I really like about it. Let's go ahead and turn on them flashers as well. One of the also things that I thought was different is that the flashers, as you see where they are flashing, and I thought it was going to be basically where those two circles up above it are. I thought that would have been like your turning signals, but it's not. Let's go ahead and back up this truck here. See if we can get it right on those reservoir tanks. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Get it to the left a little bit, and then we get it to the right. I think we got it. First try. Got it. Shifter into neutral. Set the parking brake. Alright, looks like the flashers do work. Let's go ahead and test out the trailer brakes real quick. Looks like they do work as well. Nice little flatbed trailer today. I went with the nice little red paint scheme because normally you'll see these Volvos as like a white or like a gray. So I decided to just go with the nice little red today, kind of pop it out a little bit. And it does look super phenomenal. Got the bull bar and everything. It's very, very, very nice looking Volvo. Alright, so we are ready to get on out of here. Going to shift her up into neutral, release the parking brake. Let's go ahead and get out on the road. So today we're actually going to be taking this pressure tank to Twin Falls, Idaho. We're currently in Billings, Montana, so it's going to be a little bit of a lengthy trip. Not really, about like 530 miles, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But before we actually get out on the open road, I'm going to go ahead and adjust my mirrors and stuff like that, so I'll be right back. Alright, so that is now adjusted. Let's go ahead and hit the open road here. Like I said, this is a very nice looking Volvo. One thing though is I don't think that this map is, functioning properly. In Montana at least, because as you can see there, you basically stop on the railroad tracks to get your job, and there is an actual train just randomly stopped to our right over there. So I'm not really quite sure what that's all about. And then the GPS to over here isn't working properly. Oh, it is now, but it wasn't working properly before. So it ended up having me get on the highway to get into the entrance to that location from the highway. That is a very nice looking fire truck right there, though. That thing looks nice. That American flag grille. Thing looks great. Thing looks great, great, great. Making a right-hand turn over here. We got some cars coming up over here. we do got lots to talk about when we get on the open road, so stay tuned. And I do want to apologize for not having an upload for those 2 days. I believe it was Wednesday and Thursday. We'll kind of get into that here in a second. But it was basically 2 days without uploads, and I do want to apologize for that. Videos that start back up yesterday with that LSPDFR. So yeah, we're going to go after this yellow Charger here. Traffic is going slow. Super freaking slow. Alright, here we go. Make sure that trailer's coming with us, which it looks like it is. I had the option to do like two short flatbed trailers, or do it as an option of just one giant trailer, and I decided to go with the option of a giant trailer, or a long like a 53 footer for the most part. Not a giant, but you know what I mean. Ended up going with that option. There's the truck, or the garage up ahead over there. So yeah, it had me actually come out of that garage, take a right, get to the interstate, and then head to my destination, which I thought was like super weird. And that is only because it was literally just down the road, as you guys can see. But it had me go all the way to the interstate to take it, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I am definitely not doing that. But one of the things I have noticed about this coast-to-coast map as well is the fact of that some of the cities that you go through. So if, like, let's say you were in Billings and you wanted to get a job, but you have to, like, you know how you have to discover the city first. It'll basically discover it from the highway. So you have to be on the interstate to actually discover it going through it, instead of, you know, going through in town. That's kind of one of the things that I'm kind of like, I don't understand. You would think that you want to be in the city to discover it, not driving past it on the highway. But that is just me, and I'm not just quite sure if that's maybe just a glitch in the coast-to-coast map. Because I know there have been updates to it. I have not updated mine as of yet, so I'm not quite sure if maybe that possibly gotten fixed. I haven't really looked at like update notes or anything like that. So, but we do have a Schneider truck in front of us there, Schneider National. Didn't realize they did tankers, but looks cool. Looks super cool. Traffic is flowing again here. But yeah, if you guys do want to check out this truck, it is available on, I believe it's atsmods.lt. I believe that's what it is. And this dude just completely brake checked me because that semi decided to come to a stop. Not quite sure why they did that, but they did. And we'll go ahead and go since there's still a red light for them. Yep, we are good. Alright, so we're going to get in the right hand lane here because we are taking a right coming out of here. But yeah, this mod is available on ATS Mods LT, I believe is what the website's called. And there are quite a few different new truck mods that I have not seen before on that website. So we'll stay tuned for a lot of ATS content coming up and stuff like that. So, but yeah, going on with the no videos. Basically, I ended up starting a new job on Wednesday, so I did leave Vista. Only because of BS reasons with the whole COVID stuff and everything like that. So I did end up leaving Vista. But look at all this open like land out here. This is like little, don't really know if it's farmland. It's just like grassland. But we are on the shoulder here. We don't want to be. Yield. I think we're all good. Yeah, we're good. Another yield. This is weird. To get on the expressway. This is different. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good if we get in the fast lane. We'll be alright. Cool. Alright, so I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday. Hope you guys had an awesome week as well. Awesome start to your weekend. It is getting in the weekend. I unfortunately am working all weekend. But yeah, I did end up starting a brand new job. The company is called Comb. I am basically like a production line operator. And basically all we do is make hand sanitizers. So we have to go in for an inspection, of course. But what we do is we make hand sanitizers. We make like the Rogaine, not Rogaine, but like Just for Men shaving stuff. We basically make all of that kind of stuff. Vagisil, like some sort of beard oil and stuff like that. So we basically make all that, bottle it up, and ship it out. But yeah, that is pretty much my new job. It's all 12-hour shifts. So I ended up going to work at 2 p.m. And I don't come home till 2 in the morning. Let's go ahead and stop here and do all this. 89,705 pounds. Thank you for my cooperation. Well, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Got that Estes trailer right there. Then we have Green Products Company, and we'll just go in right behind these boys. There we go. There we go. But yeah, it's actually kind of nice because it's, I mean, yeah, it's 2 more hours than Vista a shift. But they're also like rotating shifts. So I'm on for 2 days, I'm off for 2 days, then I'm on for 3 days, then I'm off for 2 days, or 3 days basically. So the shifts actually like rotate. I think this dude's gonna let me go. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much, man. But yeah, so it's kind of nice that you actually get like, it's the set days off, but they're not set days off. You work every other weekend and stuff like that. One week you'll get 33 hours or 36 hours. Next week you'll get 48. It just rotates like that every other week. So it's really cool. I actually do like it a lot. My first day, all I was doing was pushing boxes through a tape machine and just making boxes. So it is super simple. I do like it a lot. I like it so much better than Vista. And Jesus Christ, we're off to a bad start already by making this truck tip. There we go. I think we're good now. I'll just set the cruise and call it a day. There we go. There we go. But yeah, starting pay right now is actually $15 an hour. And that is only because of the hazard pay with COVID and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure if that says 65 or 85. I don't even know what mile an hour we're going. So we're going 50 and a 65 because that speedometer is completely off. And we're passing everybody. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Alright. So let's go ahead and just keep the... Okay, we're tipping. That's not good. Okay, there we go. I've noticed with the steering wheel, and ever since I've gotten Track IR, like, I've noticed that this... I've been, like, almost tipping the truck a lot more than I've normally been. And I'm not quite sure if that's because of my steering wheel, the sensitivity on it, or whatever. But I have noticed that the trucks have been tipping a lot more evenly. And it's also, I've noticed it more on the coast-to-coast map than like the regular default state. So I'm not quite sure what the deal was with that. I just found it kind of odd. Let's see what... Well, so we're going 45. So does this truck not have cruise control or something? Because I set the cruise at like 60. I think we're going to have to keep this navigation on because I need my speedometer. Because right now it's saying we're going about 85, 90. And we're only going 55, so definitely the speedometer is not calibrated properly. But yeah, so we'll set it about 60. I think 60 will be good. See if this thing actually has a cruise control. I don't see why it wouldn't. But then again, anything's possible in this game. But yeah, so starting out right now is 15 an hour. And that's, they said it's possibly till the end of June because of the hazard pay. And then once it gets down, it'll be back down to 1250. So it's not bad. It isn't too bad. But yeah, I quit Vista because they kept like sending me home and stuff and everything and all that fun stuff. So I'm like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And they had 8 employees there that were working there that supposedly had COVID and whatnot. So I'm like, I'm just done dealing with it. So I ended up finding this new job. I like it a lot better. But yeah, so that is that. Some more updates and all that. We'll kind of go into a little bit more here soon. But as I was saying, this truck is available on atsmods.com. Normally, I don't really like to use the mods from these websites. And that is only because they are a pain in the butt to actually download. But yeah, they are a super pain in the butt to download these mods and stuff like that. So if you guys haven't downloaded them, I would just stick to whatever you have on the Steam Workshop. So maybe hopefully someone can download some of these to the Steam Workshop or upload them or whatever. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Open farmland. Move over lost, so I'm going to move over for that cop over there. And I guess I'm going to pass these guys too while we're at it. But yeah, if you guys Bozeman. But yeah, I guess my cruise control is not working for some reason. As we're coming through Bozeman, I believe this is still Montana, I believe. Get back in this lane here. There we go. But I do need a new desk setup, because I feel like also why the truck keeps tipping is because my, like, where I'm sitting right now and how I have this, like, situated, my, like, stomach is, like, on top of the steering wheel. So it's, like, causing it to, you know, jerk and stuff like that. I feel like that's another part of the reason why the truck keeps tipping like it does. And then using track IR doesn't really help out much. So I need to get, like, a new steering wheel. I need to get a new desk. I need to get a shifter. I need to get all of that and stuff like that. So, but that'll be soon. Soon, once I get the money for it and everything like that. But yeah, going back to the downloads, it is a hectic thing. You'll get all these pop-ups and everything like that, and you just got to know exactly which one the download link actually is. And you end up hitting the wrong download button, your computer will get nothing but malware and viruses and pop-ups and all that other junk. So you just got to know exactly what download button you're trying to hit, because there'll be like multiple on one page. And it's like back in the day when you guys did LimeWire on your computer, or like your parents' computer, you gave your parents' computer viruses from downloading your music and stuff like that. It's pretty much the same thing, except this is with actual America Truck Simulator mods. And then of course you can't always trust all the mods out there, because, you know, there was a plugin for LSPDFR that, you know, LSPDFR is a pretty trustworthy site for, you know, mods and stuff like that for GTA 5, the LSPDFR mod. Well, supposedly there was one callout pack that was released on there as a brand new callout pack, and it ended up collecting people's data from their computer, so like their IP address and all that other crap. And somebody actually found it out, so they ended up making like this whole major post on Discord saying, hey, if you have this callout pack in your computer, get rid of it. The developer's tracking your IP address and using like your basically getting your data from the computer and stuff like that, and using it for himself and his friends or whatever. So no one's ever seen that callout pack in a while, or I haven't seen any updates to it. No, I haven't seen anybody even use it. But then again, that's like how the internet is nowadays. You can't trust everything. So you get like a pop-up saying you want $1 million. Yes, it's tempting to click if you want $1 million, but then you also have to think that it's definitely a scam and all that. Like, I admit, I had those pop-ups as a kid and I was stupid. It's like, you can win a free iPhone 7X. Like, oh, that's not even a thing. I'll definitely go for it. Then you realize, oh, this is a scam. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but you just gotta know exactly what download link, or what download button you have to press. And it looks like we're gonna be getting up over here. Got like a broken down vehicle or something. GPS truck is gonna be the death of me. Ooh, he lost his load. Ouch. Go and get back in this lane here. That thing is gonna drive me nuts. We'll just kind of test it out for the speed and see what we're going for the most part. But yeah, so I kind of wish it was as easy as like the LSPDFR side or like GTA 5 mods. Okay, we are doing this again. There we go. But it's not, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what speed we're at now. About 41. Let's keep going up. We'll go up to about 60. We'll set the cruise once again and everything like that. So I like this divider here. I've never seen anything like that in American Truck Simulator. It's got like the green things in GTA 5 that we like to run over. Except we can't really run them over here because it'll probably give our truck damage. And this is ATS, so you probably can't run them over in general. Come on, you got 600 horsepower. Why can't you make it up this hill with this load? Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it, buddy. Come on. This is probably one of the better times to have a shifter, especially for times like that when you're going up a hill. My driver just made $147,000. Good job, buddy. I appreciate that. Making the company some money. Another guy made us $41,046. Good job, guys. I knew I hired y'all for something. There we go. There we go. It's about 373 miles left to go on this journey. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you guys are, do make sure you hit the like button. as well as that subscribe button with the bell icon. Make sure you guys also follow me on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Everything you need to know is down in the description down below. I'm going to go ahead and change lanes over here since we are coming up to our exit. Okay, that is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Track IR is sometimes flimsy. Looks like we're coming up on Buddy. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Butte or Butt. I don't know. I'm just going to call it Butt. We're going to make a left out of here. Don't want to hit that Cadillac Escalade. But yeah, I really do need to get a new desk. Like, I'm not even joking with y'all. I'm on a, like, fold-up lunch table right now, and it's ridiculous, if I do say so myself. Alright. Actually, the night I'm recording this is actually it's Thursday morning for the most part. It's like 2 in the morning on Thursday, and this will go up on Friday. It's actually thunderstorming outside my house right now, and I freaking love thunderstorms like y'all don't understand. Thunderstorms are like my favorite thing to actually be in a house in, or go out like country cruising in as well. Just being in a thunderstorm, like driving and stuff, is, I don't know, I just love it. Like, when I was a kid, I used to watch all those, like, storm chaser shows, like, with the Tiv and all that, storm chasers and everything, and that's just a weird truck, just trailer up in the air. That's interesting. I don't know what to say about that. But I always thought that I kind of wanted to do that, you know, go out in the middle of a storm, like a hailstorm and a tornado, and just kind of drive around through it. Then I realized as I grew older that that's a stupid idea, because I don't have the equipment for that. I don't have, like, a vehicle that can withstand a tornado, because if I did that in my Crown Victoria, I'd probably be dead right now. So I thought better of myself instead of doing that. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, there's just something about storms that just, you know, I don't know, it just calms me. Like, my dad was scared shitless when thunderstorms came through because he was scared about tornadoes. That is dangerous for that Hummer, because someone can just rear end him right then and there. So that is super dangerous for that Hummer. And there was that newspaper stand back there. I don't know if you guys saw, that was also on the road. Nice little trucker over there for forward air. Not sure how he even got in there, but he did. So I'm start slowing her down here. Okay. And we're stopping. We are stopping. Looks like they're both turning left. It's too late for me to change lanes. You gonna go too? Nope. Okay. Alright, that works. Alright, looks like they're gonna be turning. Perfect. So we got the full speed ahead right now. Looks like we had a line of cars behind us. I'm not sure why they didn't end up changing lanes, but they didn't. Interesting. But yeah, going back to what I was actually talking about, like through tornadoes and stuff, my dad was like completely scared shitless whenever he'd hear a thunderstorm and then hear like a tornado watch or whatever. He'd tell me to go down to the basement, put on motorcycle helmet that's down there, and just chill under the table. And I'm sitting there like, I just want to go sit on the front porch. Like, I don't understand why you want me to go down to the freaking basement and stuff. And I still do that to this day. Like, there's a tornado or whatever, I'll just go chill on the picnic table that's outside the apartment and stuff like that. We ended up having like a tornado warning the other day, but then it escalated down to a watch, and then it just went away after like 20 minutes. But I guess there was a tornado like on the ground about like 15 minutes away from where I was at, so that's why they called the warning for the county. So I was like, damn, that's cool, but not cool at the same time. I mean, of course, I didn't see it, but I heard about it on Facebook. Looks like that cop isn't going to let us go. Maybe he is. Oh, looks like he is. Appreciate it, buddy. Not expecting him to actually let me go, but he did. So I do appreciate that, man. I greatly, greatly do. Alright, I'm going to need my speedometer once again, because that one is not calibrated properly. Not at all. I don't think I showed off the rear of the truck. Ooh, that's a nice little... That'll be a nice screenshot with the mountains in there. That would definitely be a nice little thumbnail. We'll get up closer to the mountains. We'll see if we can get a thumbnail with that. Kind of like empty land right here. It's just like nothing but prairies and grasslands. And then you'll just get like random mountains and stuff like that. That's pretty cool though. See if maybe we can get some get a nice thumbnail with the mountains in the backdrop there. Nice little Crown Victoria over there. Let's see. We'll come down on this downhill here and go up a little bit farther and we'll take a look. I'll be right back, guys. I like that thumbnail with the mountains that I just took. It looked super nice. These lanes are like completely uneven either. Like they just turn and turn and turn and turn and turn. You're going in more deeper into the mountains here, it looks like. Okay, this is not good. Runaway truck ramp at its finest. Engine brakes, here we go. Set the cruise here at 58. Looks like we're coming into a tunnel. Interesting. A tunnel. Cool. But yeah, going along with like summer and stuff like that, I'm actually been starting to go out fishing once again. Truck lane, all trucks right lane, which we're in, so no worries there. But yeah, I've been starting to go out fishing once again. Haven't been fishing in about like 2 years and stuff since all these restrictions and stuff are being lifted now. But yeah, with like all these restrictions and stuff being lifted, finally ended up getting to go fishing again. Ended up getting my fishing license for Illinois, and went out with a couple of my buddies, Kayla and her sister, a couple weeks ago. And like I said, I haven't been fishing in 2 years, so I wasn't expecting much. But first 10 minutes in, I caught me a little catfish. It was the only fish I caught in the 2 hours that we were out by the lake and stuff like that. But I mean, hell, the first 10 minutes you catch a fish, especially if you haven't gone fishing for 2 years, it's just great. Let's go ahead and set the cruise back on. Coming up on this curve over here. But yeah, I do need a new desk. I mean, I know I keep saying that, but I really do. I really do. But yeah, if you guys haven't gone fishing or whatever, fishing is fun. I don't know, to me it's relaxing. Like you're just sitting there out on the lake, just listening to like the sounds of the water, like the lake or the river or the pond or wherever you're fishing at. Like hear the crickets and the frogs and stuff like that. Especially where we fished, there was train tracks, so of course it made it nice for me to hear like the horns and stuff like that of the trains and the trains passing by. So it was nice and peaceful. Then you had some other like fishermen and just like, you know, fathers taking their kids out fishing across from us and like around the pond and stuff like that. So it was cool. It's a super cool experience. Here we are coming up into a bunch of trees. So it looks like went from the mountains, came out of a tunnel, and we're just currently coming through a forest here, it looks like. Huge forest. I'm noticing that there's been a lot of like forests being taken down in Illinois and Indiana, because out there on Route 63 in Indiana a couple weeks ago they ended up taking down like every single tree along the highway, from what it seemed like, because there was just down logs and everything, and it just looked more open and stuff. And yeah, it looked more open going down the highway, because I remember it used to look just like a forest, not like as extreme as this, but there were quite a few trees. And then one day we were going down 63 down to I don't remember, I think it was like Terre Haute or something, and like all the trees across like along the highway were just cut down, and they were kind of just going through all of Indiana, or not all of Indiana, but all of 63 doing it. Now I'm sitting there thinking, Illinois will never get this done in the amount of time Indiana gets it done. Illinois will probably take their sweet ass time doing it, and Indiana will have it done within like 2-3 days, where Illinois will take like 2-3 years to get it done. But that's just my opinion on Illinois. Oh shit. Here we go. Okay, so along with like the friends that we went out fishing with, Kayla and I actually went out to their house the other weekend as well. It was pretty much the same weekend. Went stayed the night at their place, spent the night, you know, having fun, hanging out, just drinking, played some beer pong. Haven't played beer pong in a while either. It's probably been about 2-3 years since that as well. I'm all over the frickin' road. Jesus Christ. I need to like figure out like what's more comfortable for me with this setup, because like my steering wheel's here and my microphone, and then it's me, and then it's just like track IR and all this other crap, and it's just like, it's hard. I don't know. Looks like we're coming into Idaho here, so we're almost to our destination. Not quite yet, we're almost there, but then again, I'm assuming that we ended up slowing down, which it looks like we actually did not. So that's good. That is good, good, good. But again, with that, we also went to one of our friends' 21st birthday that same weekend, and it was a blast. We had a little cookout, had a bonfire, but her friend was plastered by the end of the night. It was honestly kind of funny because she was on the ground. It took 6 people to get her from the fire pit to her house, or back inside her house, and yeah, she didn't even stay the entire time for the campfire because she was already like gone by the time that happened. So I was like, that is great. It was funny. We ended up staying for the bonfire, met some new people and stuff like that, so it was pretty fun. Got a lot of forest here. We got some mountains in the backdrop as well now, it looks like. That's cool. I'm not really good with like geography, so I'm not quite sure exactly what mountains these are. And I don't really want to feel like saying something and getting it wrong, then I get hate in the comments for it, so yeah, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and say they're random mountains. But yeah, I'm just going to shut up now and let you guys listen to the sounds of American Truck Simulator through the unopened windows here. Alright, so I think I want to do something different. I think I want to do like one ATS episode that's like non-commentary. I might try to do something like that soon. I know I did a train simulator in the past that was non-commentary, and I had a lot of people saying that it needs commentary. But then I've also seen like a lot of people commenting on like other like YouTubers that do like non-commentary stuff in their videos, like train sim, ATS, and all that stuff, and they say that it's more pleasurable watching it without commentary. So I might try to do something like that soon. I'm not quite sure how well it'll actually do, but it is worth a shot to try out something different. Maybe we can kind of go mix between like commentary, non-commentary, commentary, non-commentary, and stuff like that. So not saying that's going to happen, but here we are in Idaho Falls, which I thought is where we're going, but I forgot we are not going here. We're actually going to Twin Lakes, I believe, Idaho. But yeah, so I might try to do some like non-commentary ATS. Of course, it's going to be with a truck that we've already shown off in the past, and that's only because I don't feel like, you know, showing off a brand new mod and just doing like a non-commentary video on it. I feel like I want to like give credit to the author and stuff like that. So we'll for sure just be using like a default truck for that, like a default SCS truck. Probably go with the Mack Anthem or something, because the Mack Anthem is one of their newer trucks. So I might end up doing that for the next episode, maybe the next couple episodes, I don't know. It just depends. Better left unread than dead. I mean, that is true. That is true. Don't text and drive, everyone. That is true. But yeah, this is one thing I like about like American Truck Simulator, is because like I have my like a notepad on my phone. I download like a special notepad app just for YouTube, so I end up putting like all the talking points that I want to talk about on there, because I'll admit I have a horrible memory, and I found out that like drinking a lot of Mountain Dew can give you like a horrible memory. And I drink a lot of I haven't drank a lot of it recently, but I used to drink a lot of it, and I think that's probably why I have a horrible memory. So I have to like write everything down that I'm talking about. So like I probably would have forgotten about the fishing trip and about the party if I hadn't written it down and stuff like that. So I'm like, I have to write it down. But yeah, so I mean, I do that for a lot of the games, like Train Sim, LSPDFR sometimes. Like, of course, I'll write down like who made the car and who made the texture plugin or whatever I'm showing off, because you know I'm not gonna remember all that crap. And if I do, I surprise myself sometimes when I do. But I usually have it written down on like a notepad or something. But if it's like talking points, like I'll have it written down on my phone. Like sometimes when I'm in the car with Kayla, she's driving, I'll end up just doing that, just like jotting down notes and kind of going like in depth of what I want to talk about and stuff like that. So if anybody else does that too, like any other YouTubers watching this and they do that too, do let me know down in the comment section down below, or if you guys like have an easier way to do that. Because I already know I'm not going to remember all of it from memory and stuff like that. So, but yeah, some crazy stuff going out in the world today as well. You guys know about all the riots and stuff like that. Now I understand. Yes, I do support the Thin Blue Line. I do support law enforcement. But what that officer did, especially by having his knee on the suspect's neck and stuff like that, is uncalled for. Yes, I do think that him and the officers that were on that scene should be charged with manslaughter, murder, whatever. Which I think all 4 officers were have been charged already. I think the one that actually did have his knee on the suspect's or on George Floyd's neck was actually federally charged, and the other 3 were just charged by the state of Minnesota, I believe. I'm just going off of what I kind of recall hearing about it. So, but I understand, yes, it happened, but I don't see the whole need to go like, you know, destroy your own whole city and, you know, set fire to police cars and just attack random people to get your point across, because I don't get it. Like, I don't get just, you know, breaking windows into stores, going in, stealing stuff just because you're pissed off and angry. Like, to me, I just don't see any, like, I don't even know what the word is. I just don't see any point in that. And I kind of did want to do like an LSPDFR episode about it, because I have like a lot of different maps where, like, you know, there's burnt stuff, like apocalypse maps type deal, but I also have a few of them that are not that extreme. But then I also thought about maybe I shouldn't do that, because, you know, there's a lot of law enforcement officers getting hurt and stuff like that. Like, there was one in New York where 2 sisters threw a Molotov cocktail into a NYPD van, and then I just kind of decided to stray away from like the whole riot scene in my channel and just kind of keep it so like you guys can get away from all the news media and stuff like that. That's why I stopped with all the COVID videos as well, because I kind of wanted my channel to be like a escape from reality for the most part, so you guys can come watch the videos, hang out and have a good time, and not have to deal with, like, you know, real life issues. I mean, yes, I'll probably do like different hurricane and tornado stuff in GTA 5 once throughout the summer, but I'm not going to go into more detail about, like, you know, the riots and stuff like that, because I just don't see a need for it. I haven't seen any other YouTubers do it either, and I'm not going to be the one that actually starts it, because I want this channel to be like an escape. But I just don't understand the whole concept of looting. Like, they did it in my city in Champaign as well. Supposedly there's supposed to be a protest going on today 15 minutes away from me, that same town that got hit by that where the tornado was spotted the other day. So I'm just like kind of on edge. Of course, that same night where all the rioting and stuff was happening in Champaign, in Paxton, my town, there's a police station. There's a shed behind the police station. Supposedly someone had set fire to that shed. Luckily the shed was empty and it was just kind of like a storage shed. There wasn't really much in there, but it was just kind of suspicious that it was set on fire during all these riots, and it's right behind the police station. So I'm like, that just doesn't add up. I guess the fire chief in Paxton ended up calling the state fire marshal because he thought it was a suspicious fire as well. And I honestly don't blame the guy, because yes, you got all those going on in Champaign. You got people breaking windows, stealing stuff. I don't understand it. And then you get a random fire in a small town whenever they said that they were going to go hit residential areas and farmland and stuff like that. It just, you know, it kind of makes you think. And then, of course, all the businesses after that started boarding up their windows and closing early and everything. And it's just like, you guys are destroying, like, your cities that you live in. Like, I don't understand. Now all your Targets, Walmart, everything will have to fix broken windows, clean up their stores, and you're just kind of hurting the families that have, you know, like, to get supplies for their children, like food, diapers. You're just kind of hurting it for everybody else for the most part. And I just don't understand it. But yes, I do personally believe that the 4 officers should be charged. Because 1, he shouldn't have had his knee on the suspect's neck. Should have been on his shoulder blade. 2, he shouldn't have even had his hand in his pocket when he was doing that either. That kind of made me believe that something else was going on over there. And then how come the other officers didn't try to intervene when he was screaming that he couldn't breathe or whatever? And it's just like, I just don't want to get into it. But I do support Thin Blue Line. I do support the fire, the EMTs out there, the military, everyone out there, security guards even, that are helping out and trying to control all these riots and everything like that. I do have you guys fully. I do fully support all you guys. Yes, there are a few bad apples in every profession, but there is a lot more good cops than there are bad cops out there. You can't, you know, justify an entire career just for the choices of one person for the most part, or you can't justify all of them as being bad just because you have one bad apple on the force, or in this case 4 of them. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion on it, and I'm not going to be talking about these riots anymore because I just want to, you know, forget about it. They seem like they're dying down around me at least, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed as we're coming here to Twin Lakes. Came here just before dark, so it's about 8 o'clock out here. Actually, it's 9 o'clock out here in Twin Falls. Coming up on that 35. Little police cruiser right there. Twin Falls has been discovered. Nice small little town. Got a burger joint over there. And Arthur's Market, a little mini mall over here. And, okay, so we're going on the road. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice cruise, too. Pretty relaxing cruise as well, coming into Idaho. Got a lot talked about in this one. And looks like we're going to the mining. I do have to find another mod that, like, replaces the default companies in ATS. Because for some reason the one I had just randomly stopped working, and I haven't seen an update for it, so... It looks like they want it over there. Next to that black reefer trailer, which looks cool. Kind of want to haul that next, but I don't know where it's actually going. If it's going on a long trip or whatever. It's a nice trailer. I do have to admit that is a nice trailer, though. We got plenty of room to back this puppy up here. That's good. Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. See what we got, how much room we got. Oh, we can do this. Yeah, we can definitely do this. Put her in reverse. Turn her all the way to the right. Get it to the right a little bit more. Yeah, we should have this. My only concern is that I've seen a lot of people say with like the split axles like that, it makes it more difficult to back up. I'm not quite sure how true that is because I haven't had that issue myself at all. But I had a lot of people saying that it kind of helps, or kind of gives you a disadvantage in your backing. But we're actually off to a good start, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it going. I just don't want to hit that trailer. Which it looks like we were about to. Let's go ahead and pull it in forward a little bit. We weren't hitting that. We were close to hitting it. Then again, the mirrors on this truck are not the best either. I feel like they copied them from the Western Star truck I used a couple episodes ago. Let's go and see what we got. Okay, so bring it to the left here. And then bring you all the way to the right. I think we'll have it. It is a very nice looking truck, though. I do have to admit, I do like it a lot. I like the older Volvos as well. It's a very nice truck. Let's go ahead and take it to the right here, I believe. Bring it all the way to the left now. Should have been an easy backing in, but you know Adrian always has to find a way to fuck things up. Alright, we hit the green. We are good. Let's go ahead and shift it up in the neutral, set the parking brake, shut off the flashers, turn off the engine. Let's unload this bad boy. So we went 555 miles, 12 hours and 19 minutes, 94.9 gallons of fuel. For an excellent, we made $32,043 for the company, and we are now level 52. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend as well. That's going to go ahead and do it for this one, guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.